What's up guys, it's EJ and today we got some more Hytale news for y'all. Something actually pretty unexpected happened recently. A small Hytale source code leak popped up online last week. And before I get into all the details, I want you to know it was not the full game, not even close to the full game. It was only a tiny portion from actually a long time ago. So nothing game breaking and nothing that would ruin the launch, but still something we should talk about. So this all transpired actually not a week ago, I was wrong. This all transpired yesterday on Twitter where a user named, what is his name? The Hacker 12349, wow, really creative, leaked some Hytale source code on Codeberg, a website, and it started circulating on Twitter a couple hours after. So the whole data package supposedly, I don't know, I'm not looking at it because I don't trust the file, contains a small snippet of Hytale launcher code and a piece of an extremely old build from all the way back in 2018. Like I said, this is not a current build, none of this is probably current code at all, not a full project, and there's no access to servers, accounts, or anything that they could really do anything malicious or harmful with. And if any of you wanted to actually go see about this for yourself, if you see the file, do not download it. Untrusted reuploads often always contain like Trojans or malware, keyloggers, anything. And I have heard on Twitter that this is not any different. This is actually a very common strategy for hackers, so definitely do not install it. Don't even click on it at all. And nothing good could come from downloading it. There's nothing in it. You can't compile it. You can't play it. It's just code. So if you're not a programmer, there's no reason to download it. And if you are a programmer, you obviously know the risks. Although the community is scared, it honestly is not that big of a deal. For a couple reasons, this isn't something we have to actively worry about in the Hytale community. First of all, it's super outdated. 2018 code is before the game even got announced. Hytale has changed engines, pipelines, everything since then. And this is like leaking a really rough draft or like chapter 1 of a book that's like already on like the 3rd or 4th like sequel, you know? Nothing major at all. Also, it's really small. It's not even close to the entire game back then, which itself is smaller than the game now. There's no source code for the gameplay, world gen, or anything important, just the launcher. It's basically just the fossil of what Hytale's launcher used to be, what, 8 years ago? And the truth is, nothing meaningful can really be exploited from this. There are no vulnerabilities that were exposed, there's no paths to hack like a live server because it's so old, and there's no access to any of the backend infrastructure because it's just so old that nothing is compatible with the current game. And like I said, there's a 99.9% chance this is going to be a complete non-issue, nothing to worry about. It still does matter in the grand scheme of Hytale. This leak itself means nothing, it really is like a drop in the ocean. But the fact that a section of the game did get leaked, it does open the door to future attempts trying it, and even people taking this original source code of the launcher and trying to do something dumb with it. Like, I don't know, make a copycat game, or I don't know, people are creative, you know, so it still is bad that this got out, don't get me wrong. Another big issue this could start is people fabricating fake leaks. We saw how like stirred up the community got, and people like love attention online, we know that. So just like in like old games, like back when I used to do content in GTA, everyone loved constantly making fake leaks about the game, and it really just hurt the community. Especially because gaming communities always panic after a lot of leaks, even if the content itself is harmless, just because people are so afraid of delays. Like if we look back at the GTA 6 leak from like 2022, the leak itself wasn't that significant. It was only like 30 minutes of gameplay, but just how much attention it stirred up made so many fake leaks. The water was just muddied for like years about that game, and it really hurt the community up until now where we got official information. And even though the actual material of this leak isn't that bad, silent release footage really of it scary for the dev team and actually end up harming them in the long run. And even though old code is less risky and to some extent not risky at all, a lot of studios are very careful. So there's a chance that Hypixel Studios does take some measures to prevent this in the future. And I'm not exactly sure how they even found this information, but who knows, this could affect our access to modding tools. This is just one of the many small problems we're gonna have to deal with because of Hytale's guerrilla style development cycle. But ultimately, we will work through these problems and it will not affect the game as much as some people think. And we'll still be able to play the game on January 13th and have fun. And considering Simon and his team have already handled so much bigger challenges like rebuilding Hytale, secured publishing, all in what, 6 weeks? I think they could deal with a little leak before the game comes out. Remember, these aren't just new indie devs. These guys worked on Hypixel on Minecraft for 10 years. They know exactly what they're doing. So don't expect this to delay early access, don't expect it to expose any new information, and it doesn't impact your accounts or anything crazy like that either. It really has little to no effect on us at all. Even if we look at how the community responded, a lot of people got scared at first, but just like how I've been saying, once you really analyze the situation, it's not that big of a deal and we could calm down. If we look on Twitter, we have this popular content creator Mine right here talking about how this isn't really Hytale at all. It's a really old launcher build And people looked through it and found really nothing of interest at all. And like I said before, it's probably a lot of malware on there too. So it seems that the general community reaction is positive, you know, and I'm really proud of you guys for not getting as scared as other gaming communities do. It may seem dumb, but this is one of the first challenges we faced since the game's revival. And it goes to show the community is still really strong and genuinely care about how the game goes. And they're willing to put the work in to expose bad actors and really police the community up so we can have a great game and a great time at launch. So this actually makes me really happy in the grand scheme of things. So just to take away from the situation, yeah, a little bit of Hytale got leaked, but it's not dangerous, nothing large at all, nothing that we could have any information out of, and nothing malicious people could really use. And the only real way it could be dangerous to us is if we actually download the file, which probably contains malware. As long as we trust the Hytale dev team, we will be fine. They got this. And if anything, remember how high the interest for the game already is? There's no way they would let a little leak like that affect them at all. If you guys are a big part of the Hytale community, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm doing a bunch of Hytale content and giveaways, everything around the Christmas and Hytale release season. But that's all I got for y'all today, guys. Peace.